If you're watching this video, you're probably an athlete looking to quit your 9 to 5 and earn an income online so you can achieve time, location, and financial freedom to focus on your sporting goals. Well, you're in luck because in this video, I'm going to break down how you can do exactly that by leveraging your pre-existing sporting knowledge and combining it with the high income skill of appointment setting. So, what's the offer and why should you stick around till the end to find out a bit more? Exclusively for athletes, we guarantee that you land an appointment setting role and earn an income online or your money back. And I'm talking a complete, genuine, 100% risk reversal where we're so confident in helping you that we take on all the risk. i.e., if you don't make money in an appointment setting role, we don't get paid. We take on all the risk. And if for whatever reason we can't help you, i.e. get you in an appointment setting role, earning an income online, for saying sorry, for not being able to get you there, we'll give you your money back. Now, you probably don't hear that a lot online in this day and age because frankly, there's a lot of bullshit out there. So you might be wondering, how can I have so much confidence in guaranteeing and offering something like this? And the answer is proof. We've helped literally countless athletes quit their 9 to 5s and earn a full-time income online. But I've also done this for myself. I went from being 17 years old, being forced to work at a cafe when I had dreams to play my sport professionally, working in a job, feeling like I was meant for more and wanting to focus on football. Then I got an opportunity overseas. So instantly, without a second thought, I dropped out of high school, dropped everything in Australia to move across the world and focus on football by myself. I got an opportunity for a professional football team in the Swedish top league, but I was budgeting super tightly. I was worrying about my finances, and frankly, I was dreading the idea of working a 9 to 5 through my breakthrough years as a young athlete. I flew over from Australia to Sweden and I got there in July. Between July and December 23, I was performing super well and loving life on the field. I even ended up scoring a bit of a bang against Sweden's #1 youth academy. I was loving life as a footballer. I was living that lifestyle. I was training 3 times a day. But financially, I had 2 options. It was make money online while focusing on football, which was the dream, or get a 9 to 5 job, pay rent, take pressure off my back, off from my parents and the people around me. Obviously, I wanted to go with that option, so I tried everything. I tried dropshipping. I even started a Shopify store. Didn't really work for me at all, especially not consistently. I looked into crypto, lost money there. I looked into affiliate marketing, even the most random thing of TikTok clipping, right? Like just to show how desperate I was, I looked into everything. I even tried starting a business from scratch as a complete beginner. Okay, that failed pretty damn quick. Nothing worked for me for my goals being an athlete because my goal was to play professionally, go all in on football, and the reason why I dropped everything to move across the entire world. My goal wasn't to make a lot of money and spend 12 hours a day dropshipping. What I was looking for was something that supported my lifestyle in the sporting goal that I've had since I was like 6 years old. Nothing worked for me. And eventually I ran out of cash. 5 months down the line, 5 months of failing, December, it got me here. Working in a kitchen again, surrounded by 9 to 5 workers with average goals that were really fine with just being average and working here the rest of their life. Feeling like they didn't want me to succeed and they were almost pulling me down. And I hated, when I tell you, I hated every single second of it. I knew I was meant for more and I was embarrassed to even go to work. It was late night, it was long shifts, standing on my feet all day. It left me tired, it left me drained, mentally broken, 4 trainings, and took energy and mental space away from focusing on my football. It was waking up the next day with my back aching, my knees hurting, and 0 time to even recover between sessions for the next train. It left me unhappy, it left me super conflicted between crushing it on the field as a footballer, but outside of that, working a shitty job as an employee, trading my time for money, earning like $15 an hour. That job, working that 9 to 5, started affecting my performance on the field. And as an athlete, everything really went downhill. Everything turned shit when I had to work that job, working long hours. It left me here. I remember taking this screenshot, -48 Swedish kronor, which is like $10 in my bank account, negative. I remember having this on Snapchat. The lifestyle, the exact lifestyle I wanted, I needed to make $7,400 a month to cover everything. This was me here coming home from a long day of work. I remember my back was aching, my knees were hurting. It was like midnight when I took this photo, and it was freezing cold outside in Sweden. This photo here, if you can't tell, I don't look too excited to be there. I don't look happy. I remember it got so bad financially that I actually had to take the bike to training. Okay, not the bus, not a car. I had to bike to training to where my legs were sore before I even got there. That was in December 23, after 5 months of failing, trying everything, dropshipping, crypto, affiliate marketing, TikToking, whatever it was, whatever you've heard of, I tried it and it didn't work for me and my goals as an athlete. From December 23 to January 24, in 36 days, I came across a remote appointment setting. I paid a mentor who was ahead of me, who could teach me the information I needed to achieve my financial goals and therefore go all in on my sporting ones and focus on football. In 36 days, I made, to be exact, $6,227 from my phone as an appointment setter in my first 36 days. So I paid a mentor a lot of money and a lot more than I had in my bank account, but it wasn't even a consideration for me not to do it because the thought and the risk associated with doing nothing and staying where I was at for even another month at my 9 to 5 in that kitchen was far greater than any amount that I could put a number on. In my first 36 days, from absolutely zero, I made over $6,000 working no more than 4 hours a day from my phone. As soon as I got that first commission check as an appointment setter, I literally never went back to my 9 to 5. And if you can imagine, it changed my life in every single way. And I made this transformation so quickly, even though it seems too good to be true, because I combined the last 12 years of experience and knowledge around fitness, around sport, around health as an athlete with the high value skill of appointment setting. But we'll get to that later if you keep watching. I learned a real skill that brought value to a real business, and I just got paid a commission of what I made then. I teamed up with an already successful business. I wasn't trying to start my own business. I wasn't drop shipping. I wasn't doing all of these things from scratch as a beginner. And I hadn't even heard of appointment setting when I got started, which was a good thing because the market and the industry and the demand is only growing. That was from December after 5 months of failing to making $6,000 in my first month. From January to February, and February to March, I was consistently making over $6,000 a month, traveling and working. 15 days later, I booked a flight across the world, doing what I want, when I wanted, as long as I had my phone next to me and I could appointment set. Consistently making $6,000, simply just sending DMs for a business to their potential clients. Every single part of my life completely flipped from learning this one skill and playing to my strengths as an athlete. I booked a plane ticket. 15 days later, moved across the world, making $6,000 a month while traveling. And like 50 days earlier, I was completely broke with no clue what to do, seeing no success. From March to September, as an appointment setter, after 7 months, I progressed into a higher role within the business I was working with. I had a skill set to where I could take on more responsibilities, and I started training 2 other appointment setters for the business I was working with. I hit my first $10,000 a month in 30 days. Working wherever, whenever I wanted with complete freedom. Really just living my life on my own terms without sacrificing other areas of my life. Still focusing on my goals as an athlete. Not having to spend 10 hours a day dropshipping with complete freedom. And 7 months ago, I was broke. Really just living the ideal lifestyle for me as an athlete. Doing what I want, eating what I wanted, focusing on recovery. All of these 1% things that would take me to that next level as an athlete. So I've done this for myself. I've made this complete flip from absolutely zero, working a shitty 9 to 5, standing on my feet all day, taking away from my sporting dreams to making $10,000 a month as an appointment setter with this one skill. But we've also done this for countless other athletes. We helped Titus 10x his income in 2 months. He was a uni student. He was working a 9 to 5 football coaching. He lacked the freedom. He tried everything online, but nothing worked for him. We helped him 10x his income in 60 days. Similarly, we helped Stavros make $3.2K USD a month consistently after 2 weeks. And he was a semi-professional, professional basketball player playing in Greece. We helped Noah Peacock make $4K a month appointment setting. At the time recording this, he actually went from Australia to Europe on pro trials, playing with different teams. And he's actually making more money than he's spending because he's learnt this one skill and he brought his phone with him to Europe. We've helped Fabio make 3.5K US from his phone in 90 days from when we started working together. First month, made 1.6K US. Second month, 3K US, and third month, 3.5K US. So in 90 days, if you add that up, 8K US in his first 90 days. Keegan helped him make 4K a month USD appointment setting with no previous experience online. Kent make 2.5K in his first 30 days. Kent came to me, he tried everything. He actually lost money trying crypto. He didn't really know what he was doing. He wanted to make money online. He wanted to quit his coaching job. Now he has complete freedom doing what he wants whenever he wants it. We're almost done. Ronaldo made $4,000 in his first month appointment setting. He's a guy that wanted to learn a valuable skill set, super interested in business, super interested in sales, entrepreneurship, and he's working with a business owner. We aligned him with a business-to-business coach. He's crushing it. We helped Saxon quit his 9 to 5 and make 3K per month from his phone. He went from laboring as an electrician, earning around $20 an hour, to making 3K, quitting his job and just texting people. We helped Wataru make 2.225K in his first 2 weeks with no previous experience online, no previous experience doing anything as an appointment setter. He's a professional athlete. He's at the field from 9 to 3, and after he sends a few Instagram DMs. In between his day, he has his phone next to him and he shoots some DMs as well. And he's on track to earn $4,000 in his first month by learning this one skill. We helped Callum make 1,900 Great British pounds in 14 days appointment setting. Again, just texting people. We helped Charlie land a role and earn a commission check in 21 days from starting with her. 3 weeks. Imagine if you got started today, where would you be in 3 weeks? Well, you could be here, right? We helped Seb in his first 7 days make $600 with no previous experience. Seb was already, and he's doing it at the moment, already working in a high paying job, but he was missing that progression. He was feeling like he wasn't learning a real skill from his job. He came to me wanting to learn a skill, and now he's working with a huge business with over 120,000 followers, and he's actually learning what it looks like working inside that. Okay, we helped Jeremiah earn commissions 7 days in appointment set. First 7 days, similarly, he's a footballer, wanted to learn a skill set. He was working around 40 hours a week as a laborer. He was taking away from his sporting goals. He needed a more balanced and a more flexible income. And we helped Finn quit his 9 to 5 in 2 weeks appointment setting. Helped him go all in on his martial art and career and really just have more freedom, have more flexibility to focus on his goal. And all of these guys, they're all in very similar situations. They tried everything before. Nothing worked for them because their goal isn't to become a dropshipping millionaire. It's to have more time, location, and financial freedom to go all in on their sporting goals. And that's exactly what we've helped them do. And there's actually more than this as well. So that's the proof. That's my story. Hopefully that's enough confidence that this actually works and how I can actually guarantee this. So what actually is this opportunity? What actually is appointment setting? And how does it work? How can you get into it? Well, there's an $8 billion and rapidly growing industry that you can take advantage of. And it's the self-education and the information market. Think coaching, think consulting, think information products, courses online. And it's worth $8.6 billion in 2024. Within this market, there's 2 types of businesses. There's low ticket businesses and there's high ticket. Low ticket meaning less than 3,000, high ticket meaning more than 3,000. With these low ticket businesses, they're sold without sales representatives, meaning they don't require sales calls to sell them. They're sold over websites, they're sold over pages because they're cheap. It means small commissions and there's no need for an appointment setter, as there's no appointments that are needed. There's no sales calls needing to be booked. The other half of the industry, and really more than 50%, is high ticket. Businesses are going to charge as much as possible. So there's a lot of businesses that charge $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even sometimes $15,000 for these products or services. So they need to be sold with sales reps, because these customers that are going to buy these products aren't going to pay that much money unless they have the confidence and the trust to buy it, which they only get over sales calls, talking one-to-one with the business. So these high ticket businesses, they sell over the phone, over video calls. And what that means is there's large commission checks, and appointment sets are literally crucial inside these businesses, because without these appointments, without these sales calls being booked, they don't have an opportunity to sell to their customers and nobody makes money. Within this $8 billion industry and within these high ticket businesses, you can sell something new where you have zero background, zero knowledge, and zero experience, but it's going to take a lot longer to learn it, master it, so you can make as much money as possible. You can try that, good luck. Or as an athlete, you can sell something around fitness, sport, health, where you have pre-existing knowledge, You have experience being an athlete for so long, and you have an interest. You have a passion, I hope, if you've been an athlete for 10 plus years. So selling something you already have knowledge about relating to fitness, sport, or health. The better knowledge you have on a topic, the better you're going to sell it. And the better you can book these appointments for these businesses, the more money you're going to earn. That's why you saw those results I showed you, and it happened so quickly, because you're not starting from zero. You're not learning something brand new. You're playing to your strengths, combining the knowledge, the experience, the interest, being an athlete with a valuable skill online. You have a head start, and you're playing to that advantage. Within this $8 billion industry, within these high ticket businesses, within that, and the fitness, sport, and health businesses that you can work inside where you have an advantage, let me tell you, there's endless of them. You can't imagine, and it's growing so quickly. There's a coach for absolutely everything these days. And all of these coaches and these businesses make money over the phone and over calls. Because again, no customer is going to pay $5,000, $6,000, $15,000 for something just over a website. Click a button, enter some details. They need that trust. They need that confidence, which they only get over sales calls, over the phone or over a Zoom call. And what that means, why that's important, is how many calls these businesses take will be the number one influence in how much money they make. For example, before Adam's business, and he's a fitness coach inside this high ticket space, before he had appointment setters, he was spending 3 to 5 hours a day in his DMs and booking roughly 20 sales calls a month. So 20 calls a month, selling a $3,000 weight loss service. So 30 to 40% of these 20 calls a month convert into paying customers at $3,000. So that's 6 new clients signed a month. It's $18,000 per month before he had an appointment set. So what that looks like. Adam has 16,000 followers on Instagram. He gets clients and traffic in 3 main ways. Organically, through the content he posts, paid by running advertisements, and referrals and word of mouth. All of these 3 ways funnel into the DMs, where Adam, he was appointment setting, and he managed, while spending 5 hours a day doing it, to book 20 calls a month. So 20 calls on his calendar, 30 to 40% conversion rates, 6 clients, 18 grand a month, while spending 5 hours a day booking calls. That's before he got an appointment setter. To show you the value of appointment setters, after he hired 2 appointment setters, first of all, he gained back 5 hours a day of his time, and the appointment setters on average booked 80 calls a month for him, more than 4xing the amount of sales calls on his calendar. So now, 80 calls a month, selling a $3,000 weight loss service at 30 to 40% conversion rates. That's 24 new clients a month. So from 18 grand a month, 6 new clients, to 24 and 70 grand a month, by literally only hiring 2 appointment setters, 4xing the amount of calls on his calendar, took him from 18K, spending 5 hours a day trying to book calls, to having more time and over $70,000 in revenue, 3xing his business by giving him 2 18-year-old appointment setters. That's the value of it. That's what appointment setters can do, and that's why they're more than happy to pay you so much money. So this is what it looked like with an appointment setter. He got clients in 3 main ways: organically, paid, and referrals. He funnel into the DMs, because here, DM me Shred to learn more. All of his traffic is coming into his Instagram inbox, where you place an appointment setter in there. They're logged in on his Instagram, texting on his behalf. The 2 appointment setters managed to book 80 sales calls per month. 80 calls taken at a 30 to 40% closing rate. 24 clients, 72 grand a month. Now, how is that possible? It's because the amount of sales calls on these businesses' calendars is truly the number one determining factor in how much money they'll make. Without sales calls, they're not going to make any money. With more sales calls, they're going to make more money. That's how you can make 5 grand a month just texting people, because these businesses are more than happy to pay appointment setters 10% of their revenue, because you're saving them so much time, which is so valuable in business, and you're specializing in the number one most important aspect of their business. So think about it. 50K we added to his revenue, US, times 12. You do the math on that, okay? It's crazy. And Adam's more than happy to pay these 2 18-year-olds 10% each, because he keeps 90%. That's the value of it, and that's how you can make so much money from just texting people. And Adam's just one example that we've done this inside, to where if you were to log in on Instagram, you were to text Adam, you'd be talking to Titus and you'd be talking to Fabio. If you wanted to text Nick on social media, you'd be talking to Stavros. If you wanted to text Alvin, learn more about what he does in his business, you'd be texting Noah. Okay, you want to talk to Zach, Saxon, Jared, Wataru, Dawson, Titus again. Okay, to where that's the value. All of these businesses need appointment setters because they need more time and they need more sales appointments. That's how it works. Okay, to where again, Three main ways they get clients: funnel into the Instagram DMs, where an appointment setter is logged in on their Instagram, talking on their behalf, to where all you have to do, you have to start conversations, ask them a few different questions, tell them about what the business does, and then you ask them, if I set some time for us to chat, would you be open to hopping on a quick call? You're asking them, would you want to hop on a sales calls with me, acting as the business owner? If you do the process properly, and obviously it's a skill you'd have to learn, but if you go through this properly, they say yes, you book in a call, appointment set, job done. That's all you're doing. You're not taking the calls, you're not doing whatever, you're just texting people, which is why you can do it from anywhere at any time. Okay, so if you do your job properly as an appointment setter, this is what your business owner's calendar should look like, packed out with sales calls. From here, the business takes the sales call that you booked, pitches the high ticket product or service, and when it closes at a 30 to 40% conversion, you get paid 10% of the high ticket product and service for simply messaging the client in the DMs and booking the call. 10% of their business for just moving your thumbs for a few hours a day. So if you were to speak to 50 people in a day, book in 4 of them with a standard show up rate, because hey, not everyone's gonna get on the call. I'm not gonna tell you that. Standard show up rate, 3 out of 4 get on the call. Let's be pessimistic, 1 out of 3 close. You're gonna get paid 10% of a high ticket offer priced between, usually on average, between $3,000 and $8,000. So that on the lowest end would be $300 a day by simply sending some Instagram DMs. On the higher end, $800 a day for just booking these calls. And they're more than happy to pay you that because you're such a big part in their business. But all you have to do as an athlete is log in on Instagram, text these potential clients for a few hours a day. You don't need any previous experience to do this. All of those guys I showed you, they didn't have previous experience. I'm a high school dropout. I was making $15 an hour and made $6,000 in my first month. And you don't have to spend months trying to start a business like I did. All you need is a phone and the right blueprint to leverage your knowledge as an athlete, combining it with a super high in demand and high value skill online. That's literally it. That's all you need to get started and make $5,000 a month from your phone appointment setting. That's how it works. That's the value of an appointment setter. And I'm gonna give you absolutely everything you need one-on-one to work inside a business and successfully book them sales calls. And then once you have that skill set, we place you and align you with one of these businesses. And if we can't get you there, earning an income online, earning money, we don't get paid, we take on the risk, and for wasting your time, we just give you your money back. Worst case scenario for learning this skill set is 3 months of free coaching, being placed in a group of like-minded athletes, and everything we give you to support you and guarantee you get there. Worst case. And the thing is, literally all of those guys that I showed you earlier that maybe you resonate with, that maybe you'd want to be in their position, were exactly where you were. I was exactly where you were. All of these guys, they tell me they've tried absolutely everything, but nothing worked for them. But what they hadn't tried is actually learning a valuable skill set that also plays to their strengths as athletes. Because this works. And that's why I'm literally so confident in guaranteeing that it's gonna work for you as well. Like, if you want to travel the world and do whatever you want, whenever you want it, like I did, if you want to go overseas to Europe or wherever it is you want to go to play your sport professionally, like Noah's doing, consistently making over $4,000 a month, and he's in Europe playing against professional teams, trialing against them, and he's just texting people throughout the day. Another example, like Titus, in 2 months, from learning a valuable skill set, working hard on it, committing to himself, he managed to buy a new car, he managed to quit his job, and really just achieve that freedom in his life. So if you resonate at all with any of these guys or where I was at, and you want similar results they've achieved now, really all you have to do is look no further than what they did. 2 to 4 months ago, they watched a video like this, they scrolled down below it, and they booked in a call with me to chat, to see whether appointment setting is something that's aligned with their goals and something that's gonna work for them. And magically, luckily enough, 2 to 4 months down the line, they've quit their jobs, they're earning a full-time income online as appointment setters, just texting people. I'm living evidence. All of these guys are literal proof, living evidence that if you want these results, it's possible, and you just need to do what they did. You don't need to start a brand new business or start a clothing brand or do all of these things. You don't need to do something new. Just copy what I did. Copy them because it's literally guaranteed to work. Like imagine if in 2 to 4 months, instead of waking up on a Monday morning dreading to go to that job, working a 9 to 5, getting dressed, showing up around a boss that doesn't even respect you. Instead of doing that, instead of spending time and energy away from your sporting career, you woke up with no alarm, doing what you want, eating breakfast, sending some Instagram DMs, going to the gym, training with the team twice a day, whatever it is, living your life on your own terms, having complete location freedom. You can do it in Europe, you can do it in Africa, South America, whatever it is, you have the ability to choose. Like, how would your life change if you had that freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you wanted? And if you had more time, you had more money, how much more likely would you be to achieve those sporting goals you've had for 10 plus years? If you didn't have that job, you can work at any time from anywhere, train more, spend more time sleeping, on your diet, recovery, all of these things. How much more likely would you be to make it to the next level and play professionally as an athlete? And I want you to imagine this. I want you to paint this vision in your head, because it's fucking possible. I've done it, and all of these guys have done it too. But I'm certainly not gonna tell you that it's gonna happen overnight. There's a skill to learn. You're working inside a business, helping them make more money. So you're not gonna make 5K a month tomorrow. There's a skill to learn, and it's gonna be hardest at the start. But this works. It's a skill where if you combine it with your knowledge, experience, and interest as an athlete, you can make so much money because you're teaming up with an already successful business. And that's why I'm so confident, can literally guarantee it, because we've done this so many times. But that's it. That's how it works. That's the value of an appointment setter and how you can make so much money, how I've done it, how all these guys have done it, how I went from 0 to making 10K in 7 months by learning this one skill set, and how in 2 to 4 months, all of these guys have done the exact same thing as well. After hearing that this is the easiest and the best way to make an income online, there's 2 parts from here. Option A, you can stay where you're at, because right now, if you're watching this video, I hope you have a roof under your head. I hope you have food where you're surviving. You're gonna stay alive if you don't do this and you learn the skill set. But it's gonna leave you stuck to where if you don't take action, you don't make a change, if you don't take new actions, you're gonna get the same outcome. You're gonna stay in that 9 to 5, even though you feel like you deserve more. So option A is you take no action in the short term, you stay happy, you stay smiling, you click off this video, but down the line, you're stuck in that 9 to 5, and it takes you away from the sporting goal and the dream you've had for so long. And that's option A. I hope that's not you, because then I can't help you. Option B, if you're an athlete, this is really something you're committed to achieving these sporting goals and achieving that freedom in your life. You take action. You scroll down below this video, you book in a call with me to chat to see whether this is something that's gonna work for you. Yes, again, I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be super glamorous and super fun at the start, but if this is a change you feel you need to make, short term it's gonna be hard, long term you're gonna get exactly where you need to be to live your dream life. Take a step into the online space by actually learning a valuable skill set and exactly how you can achieve time, location, and financial freedom as an athlete while focusing on your sport. So if option B, that second option, sounds like you and you're serious about making a change once and for all and committing to something online that's guaranteed to work, what I want you to do, click below this video, scroll down, click on the calendar event, pick a day, pick a time to lock in a time with me to chat, and we can see whether this is something that's gonna work for you. So go ahead, lock in that day, lock in that time, because this will change your life if you're ready for it and if you let it. That's it for me. I hope you have a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the call.